Synapx was born at the end of 2021 by two Accenture colleagues, myself and my business partner, Andrew Price. And we're on a mission to automate inefficient processes, essentially, and showcase the power of the Microsoft Power Platform that was rapidly developing at the time. Prior to Synapx, our exposure was predominantly business process automation and process deployment for large-scale programs and projects, and for enterprise-size clients. We saw a real need for companies of all sizes to be more efficient and learn about what these tools and products can actually unlock for them. Today we stand at just shy of 30 people across two locations in London, in Barbican, and in Bangalore in India. We are Microsoft Data and AI and BizApps solutions partner, which is essentially a recognition of the work that we've done from Microsoft and holds us in good stead for keeping us aligned to Microsoft best practice using these tools. So in terms of our USPs, we feel that our blend of consulting versus tech specialism really stands us apart from our competitors. When we approach the opportunities or engagements with our customers, it's more about trying to understand what the end-to-end problem is from a consulting perspective without thinking about the tools. We try and overcome challenges with the tools at our disposal. We're not necessarily trying to push to a specific tool using a Power Platform or any other vendor or set of products. It's more about trying to have that challenging approach to any existing design and try and work with the customer on what the optimal design should be and the correct tools to implement that process. Another of our USPs is our India team. We're lucky enough to employ some really talented and skilled people in India. And what that allows us to do is pass on the value in terms of cost saving to our customers when we can get development and design done offshore rather than relying on an onshore cost model. In terms of the industries that we operate in, we are agnostic. A lot of the processes and the tools that we build are completely applicable across industry. That being said, we do see quite an emergence from financial services to leverage these tools quite often because they're already using Microsoft products and therefore, going outside of they don't need to worry about going outside of their existing tenant to host data, for example. And two, because a lot of the time they're managing processes that need really good governance because there's some kind of risk associated with that process. So by building in efficient and well-governed processes is obviously something that financial services companies are continually trying to do. And by using the Microsoft Power Platform makes sense because they don't have to worry about third-party tools or going out and worrying about a different licensing agreement, for example. That being said, we work with companies of all shapes and sizes. We work with charities, we work with sporting institutions, and really it comes down to what is the challenge from a process perspective as to how you overcome it using these tools. Our approach to working with customers to understand their challenges and their current processes without necessarily trying to sell a particular product or service stands us apart from our competitors. What we really are trying to achieve is a very good understanding of what the process is from start to finish, work with the customer to challenge that as-is process to produce a optimal to-be process before we even think about what tools are going to be used to implement those processes. In the majority of cases, we use the Microsoft Power Platform because in the majority of cases, our customers are Microsoft houses, but we're not limited to these tools. It's more about consulting with the customer, understanding what the start and finish process is as the most important thing about what we do before we implement the correct tech solution. When we look at the future for us, it's as much looking back to understand where we've been successful with our customers to help us plan our forward steps. So we know we want to continue to be developing complex solutions and applications for our customers on an enterprise scale. We want to be known as a market leader in this space. We want to continue to develop our skills and experience in Microsoft Fabric and data platforms, and build data platforms for customers that currently don't know what is out there in terms of the Fabric capabilities. We know we want to expand to other countries such as the US and the UAE and replicate the success that we've had in the UK and India in those locations. We really want to make sure that we continue to grow with our customers, our existing customers, and be the trusted partner that they can tap on the shoulder where they need skills and experience in these areas.